What's up, everybody? RBL Weekly, back for week 26. I'll address the elephant in the room. We have moved back to Los Angeles after it was a long 3 days in Austin, and we just couldn't cut it.
Felt like a hostage situation, you know? Your wife kept trying to get you back, your son,
Yep.
Me, I was just hanging out, you know? So we're back.
But you came back for me, and I appreciate that. We were doing one episode while we were in Austin, and we cut a clip, and everybody was like, "Fuck yeah! Congratulations on moving to Austin, getting out of woke LA." And it was like I thought we were clearly kidding, but we were back in LA. We will occasionally record from Austin when we're there. I'll be recording from Tokyo in a couple weeks when I'm there. It's gonna be, you know, we'll move around, but this is home. Where else can you show up dressed like this? I wanna take a second. This is Brian Moses, by the way. I'm Pat Barker. That's Brian Moses. You know us by now. Commissioner, host, and creator of the Roast Battle. Those are our roles. I want to break down the outfit head to toe real quick because it's just everything is insane. This is your best outfit of the season.
Thank you.
The Bagger Vance pants are perfect.
Back.
They're back. Yeah, a classic staple of the Brian Moses outfit. I love it. Your shirt, can they see it on the thing there? What do we have here?
This was a shirt, you know, for when all that stuff was going on with the protesting, and somebody thought I needed this. So this is Jews for Black Lives.
Was it given to you by a Jew?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna try to be funny and be like, no, it was given to me by some Muslim who had killed a Jew, but no, this is a real Jew.
Okay, and then the hat. I'm embarrassed to say I saw the hat, and right away I was like, I think I know what that is.
You should be embarrassed that you know what this is, because I didn't know, but I have a friend who competes in these, and yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Male or female?
Female, yeah.
Okay.
In the roast battle world, you know, there's a lot of, or in the comic world, I'll say, show business world, there's a lot of, you know, cross-pollination. And,
yes. Between comedy and whatever is represented on your hat.
Wrestling. Competitive wrestling.
Yo, actually, speaking of wrestling, shout out to the guest member of the ranking committee this week from the Patreon, Lucha, who is a Scottish luchador professional wrestler / huge roast battle fan. He's a member of the Hall of Flame tier on the Patreon, so he jumped in to help judge the battles this week. And boy, did he get an all-timer of a week. I'm just going to come around and say this. This was my favorite week we've ever had. We had 15 battles submitted. I don't think there was a bad one in the whole bunch, which you never get. And then the top 3 on this episode, in my opinion, are a whole other level. So I'm calling it right now. My opinion, this is the best week of the season. So,
best outfit of the season, best battles of the season.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get into it. As always, if you want to help join the ranking committee, jump onto the Patreon, join the Hall of Flame tier, and you'll be picked randomly before the end of the season to help us rank. And shout out also to the Patreon community. We hosted our second round of Zoom Patreon battles last night. Where the Patreon members battle each other with celebrity guest judges, and those guys have some good jokes, man.
Yeah?
Oh, my God. Some of the undercards we have in L.A.,
yeah,
you guys have seen them. I mean, these guys are smoking the LA undercards.
How fun was it? Who judged last night?
It was fun. Oh, we had the LA champion, Nasty Nate Welch, judging. We have Denver legend Adam Gilliland judging, and one of the more recent hot streaks in the roast battle world, Tom Goss. His return has been out of control. Goss. He was judging. It was a great time.
I was going to say this during the, but I guess we're already here now.
Yeah,
LA should be on Tom Goss alert.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I always have an alert every episode now for somebody in LA. But
sure.
You got Angie, Luke, Nate, obviously, with his pun takedown, his special move, his puns. And then I said Nesson's on the comeback, but I think he's still kind of trying to figure out the yips thing, maybe. But yeah, be on the lookout.
Tom's been incredible, and the only thing that's going to keep him potentially from really being in that MVP conversation is he started, halfway through a season.
That's it. He's got to play catch up.
It's really tough to show up after the All-Star break and be like, I'm going to fuck around and win the MVP. Okay.
He's looking good, though.
He looks great. Next season, Tom Goss Watch is on. But we have great battles this week, so I don't want to waste any more time. I want to jump right into them. As always, 7, 6, and 5 we don't watch here in the studio. We watch the top 4. I see a lot of comments every week, so I'm just going to say it. It's because studios cost money, and they go by the hour. and we want to maximize the time that we're here so we could either watch 7, say 3 words about each and keep it moving, which I'm sure some people would like, or we could do the current format, which is what we chose, which is breaking down the top 4 live. So we don't watch the first 3. And also the battles 8, 9, and 10 are on Patreon every week. This week, I talked to our producer. We're putting them all up there.
Whoa.
Everything that isn't on the podcast this week, because it was such a good week with so much depth, I want people to see all the battles. So if you're watching this right now, you can head over to our Patreon and watch battles 8 through 15. They are all on there.
You guys are spoiled on Patreon.
Yeah.
Absolutely spoiled on Patreon.
We have fun there, man. It's good.
There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, go check it out. But let's jump into the battles right now, and we'll start with the number 7 battle. And I kind of feel bad for these guys because it's been sort of a rough season. They're trying to find their footing. They sent in an absolute banger of a battle here. A lot of great jokes, and it just so happens they submitted on like the toughest week we've ever had.
Week.
Yeah, Hell Week, exactly. So I'm talking about Cleveland. This battle, like I say, a lot of weeks this is a top 3 or 4. This week it comes in at 7, which is nothing to sneeze at given the quality of the battles this week. It features their all-star Tabitha Jones going up against their former champion Brandon Petrie. I never know. Either way, it's a great battle. Here it is, number 7.
Put your hands together for Taco Belvira. Tabitha's father went to prison when she was little, and based on Tabitha's body mass index, I can only assume that her father was the Hamburglar.
Oh, thank you so much, Anthony Jezel Twank. I love Brandon. Brandon's a nice local boy. He grew up in North Ridgeville, Ohio, which, according to Google, is known for its country feel. Just quite the coincidence, seeing as that was Brandon's excuse for why he couldn't stop fucking sheep in high school.
In high school?
Trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for drag queen Danny DeVito. Little known fact, Tabitha Jones is banned from most Disney parks because she refuses to give the Little Mermaid her voice back.
Good. I'm glad you don't know about me constantly trying to suck Tigger's dick. Brandon watches a lot of cartoons, and he loves Godzilla, which means he's about 1 step away from taking a vacation to Japan to appreciate the culture. And by that, I mean just buy little girls' panties from vending machines.
When in Rome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Morticia Sam Adams. Folks, Tabitha Jones is a fat and gothic bisexual barfly. So she doesn't get camel toes. She gets camel 100s.
Let's go. Brandon looks like a Tony Hawk creative skater that would die if he fell off the skateboard. Buddy, are you a 20-something Ohioan or the ghost of a Victorian child that got sponsored by Etnies?
No fucking way, I got a sponsor? That's pretty wild. Folks, keep it going for Tim Burton's Miss Piggy. Let that one play out. Tabitha is not just a comedian, she's actually pretty famous. She's known for playing the goth girl in the Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Club.
Brandon had a podcast with one of our current judges on the panel, John Brown. The two of them side by side look like Pinky and the Brain. And Instead of night after night, they were taking over the world. Instead, they were just jerking off side by side to tentacle porn. Thank you, Jimmy.
We have a good time. Folks, one more time for Jabba the Joan Jet. Tabitha's got a lot of integrity, but not much in the looks department. So on the streets, she doesn't get catcalled, she gets cattle called.
Brandon looks like a little kid that stole his mom's boyfriend's wardrobe. To complete the cosplay, the next time Brandon fucks his mom, he's gonna beat her.
We don't have to fuck for that. I mean, come on.
2 for 1, baby.
So that was the number 7 battle this week. Tabitha Jones versus Brandon Petrie. Brandon, DM me and tell me if I'm fucking that up. Petrie or Petrie, let me know. We didn't watch the battle, so we can't comment on it. I did want to get your comments real quick on something. We had said previously, and by we I mean me, I said that I thought Cleveland was the ugliest battle city.
Yes, you did.
And I got messages from people in Cleveland who were like, look, we'll give you fattest. But ugliest?
I like that they're going to take a really with Austin down the street.
I think they might have more of a run in the fat competition than the ugly comp. Austin's a fat city.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how dare you, Cleveland?
Yeah,
Trying to take the fat title from our southern brothers and sisters in Atlanta and Austin.
Dude, Cleveland versus Austin in the battle of the fat battle, that's Ollie Frazier right there.
I mean, well, yeah, I was going to say Chicago.
Butterbean. Yeah. But an unnamed member of the ranking committee hit me up. She had heard me say this, and she decided to weigh in, and she was like, I am going to rank all of the cities from ugliest to most attractive.
I am scared about this.
Yeah, so this was just her opinion. Cleveland, she agreed, number 1. So I don't, it's not just me.
It's funny because I saw Scotland was like trying to compete.
Well,
ugliest.
She had Scotland number 2.
Okay.
And she said, quote, Outlander lied to me. The whole country is wispy mustaches and a lack of facial symmetry. Take that, Scotland. Austin number 3.
Wait, Highlander is Scottish?
I guess so. No, Outlander.
Oh, Outlander is Scottish. Okay. I mean, she could have went Braveheart, but I guess that's an older reference.
Yeah. True. Every man from Austin has been, Austin's 3. Every man from Austin has been called Bubba at one point in his life. However, outside of Roast Battle, they have some of the hottest people I've seen in real life. We just attract people who climbed out of a sentient puddle of barbecue sauce.
Who's hot?
Non-roast battlers.
McConaughey, Gary Clark Jr.?
Sure.
You know, we got to stop talking about hot dudes on this show.
Yeah. There's women there, too. I just haven't noticed them. Number 4, she has a tie. Toronto and Montreal. Atlanta, the 5th ugliest city.
Wait, Montreal's 5th?
Yeah, well, I haven't even seen any footage. I don't know where she's even getting that from.
She
has Toronto / Montreal. There's a few ugly people in Toronto.
Montreal is crazy. You got to go there during the summer. That is that's crazy up there. The birth rate's low. It's nuts. It's a fuck fest up there.
I've heard.
Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah. So she's wrong.
Yeah. When you guys were doing shit in Montreal, I wasn't a good enough battler yet to get in on that.
Yeah, you would have gotten married.
Atlanta, 5th ugliest, then the Bay. Australia, she put Mad Max in business casual. London / Manchester. Denver. We're getting to the attractive ones right now. Tokyo, Chicago, and then the 3 most attractive, Barcelona, which I agree with, and then Los Angeles, New York. She has as a tie for 1st.
That makes sense, but Australia's down the list.
Yeah,
it's battler wise, right? So I feel like she's like looking at
come around, right in the middle, 7.
7.
Yeah,
that's got to be a top 4, top 5.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's just based on
Manchester.
Yeah,
come on, lady.
Bro, Manchester's pretty ugly. Yeah, she has them 4th ugliest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going from ugliest to most attractive.
All right.
Yeah.
I was like, where is Australia? Should be like top 3.
Yeah. Anyway, weigh in the comments. Who do you think is ugly? Let us know. You can give us your top 10 ugliest battlers if you want. They're good. Whatever. Let's just keep it moving right now. We set you guys up. I threw you the alley-oop. It's up to you to finish the dunk. Let's move on to the number 6 battle this week. And this one's a bizarre one from a scoring perspective. I'll explain that in a minute. It is also one of the meanest battles I've seen in quite a while. There's some harsh shit said in this battle. If you like brutal jokes, you're going to love it. Stick around for the closer, which is just one of the meanest things I've ever heard. It's number 6 this week from Denver. Samara Suomi versus Nina Davis. Here it is.
Samara needs insulin almost as much as she needs you to know that her mother is dead.
Let me first just say that I found her dream journal. It was pretty. I had a lot of time to find it. She was busy pegging her body pillow. Oh! She actually finished inside of it. It was pretty impressive. No idea how she did that. It's pretty hot. What about Bob was playing the whole time? I think she needed it to be. Okay, I'll go quick. Nina, how anxious are you knowing that Wendy's closes in 45 minutes? So anxious. Oh yeah, I can tell.
That's crazy because Samara has type 1 diabetes. And type 2 bipolar. That's the type of personality disorder that makes a person need to talk about it constantly.
Hey, Rapunzel, you ever think about throwing your whole body over the side of the tower?
Samara can't hang, at least she couldn't when she was 10, that's why she's still here.
I can't believe Nina has the nerve to be upset about all of her babies dying in her womb when we all know she would have drowned them in the bathtub anyway.
For sure. Samara has endometriosis, so her uterus looks like she just ashes her bong inside there.
Gotta get it all out. Okay. My diva cup just fell out. That's crazy. It's crazy that Nina can have such a dry pussy when she has a piss kink.
Samara looks like she would commit arson with the lighter she asked to borrow from you.
Does anyone have one? Okay. Nina's so gay, she'll do anything to relate to other women. That's why she's dated so many men.
Samara's one of those kids whose dad actually coached her in sports, and most notably, he coached her into bulimia. Is that right?
You should try it sometime. I'm sorry. Anorexia is actually a little easier. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read all the jokes she wrote about herself. Nina, your baby died 7 years ago. Get a new bit. Or have sex and have another miscarriage.
So that was number 6 this week, Samara versus Nina, coming to us from Denver. And in a bizarre twist, Chicago gets a bonus point out of this. I was putting all the data in, and I found out that one of these battlers actually battled earlier this year in Chicago. I don't know if they live in Denver, they live in Chicago, I don't know what. So they started the season on Chicago. they're on Chicago. So Chicago gets a point.
But that's like if you like start the season on a team, you get a ring at the end of the season?
We don't have midseason trades.
Right.
You know, you could change rosters between seasons, but
If you start.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Chicago. Wow. But all right.
I mean, charity. Congratulations. Enjoy it, guys. But Denver picking up 2, and apologies after the fact for the sound effects. We told them, man. I don't know, man.
They're doing it on purpose now. At this point.
Now they're trolling you guys. So if you comment on it, that's on you. You're feeding into it. All right. Well, we just talked about how LA and New York have the hottest battlers. So let's put that theory to the test with the number 5 battle. It comes to us from Los Angeles. Herm versus Big T. Get ready for 2 of the hottest fucking people you've ever seen. It's the number 5 battle this week. Here it is.
When I asked him for info, he said no. So I repeated, license and registration, or I'm calling for backup. You Rodney King is a Zamunda looking ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Is he done? Was it racist? It was racist. Okay, bet. Say no more. It was racist. Get your big ass out of here. Give it up for Mr. Cleanest Plate, nigga. Get your big ass out of here, nigga. Get your fat ass out of here, big sweaty ass nigga. This nigga look like he got his own fighting league where he fights diabetes, nigga. The mixed culinary arts, nigga. Give it up for Dana White Castle, nigga. The MMA. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga. Now you can be tired again. I'm about to listen to my music.
Yeah, you fat bitch!
Listen, I got nicer tits than you. Sit the fuck down. Come on. I'm big tits on Instagram. Get the fuck out of here. It's amateur hour. I am nippleless. What's your problem? My body, my choice, all right? Come on.
Oh my God.
Big tits, big tits. I know I speak for most people in the room when I hate Herm's stupid fucking mustache. He looks like a pedophile pirate. R. Kelly.
Shut your big ass up, R. Jelly. Get your fat ass out of here. Nigga, give it up for Sloppy Joe Rogan. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga. Hey, y'all won't believe it though. Every time I see him, he be like this though. He look like though. I said, dang, why you got this thing on your nose? He said, oh, that's because on my phone, I got the McDonald's app, the Wendy's app, and a sleep app, nigga. I want y'all to give it up for Stone Cold Exhausted, nigga. Repping the Papa John 316, nigga. Jimmy John 316. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga. Sleep app. You big as hell. You're winded. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga. Sleep app. Fat ass nigga. Now you can go back to sweating while I'm listening to my music. Get your fat ass.
Thank you, Beach Boys in the Hood.
I'm gonna listen to this one. I ain't gonna.
When they asked everyone in LA who Herm is, everyone knew who he was. Except for his kids.
I ain't got kids.
Because he left before they had a chance to call him Dad Herm.
That wasn't good at all. Get up for Butterbean with no punchlines, nigga. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga. Hey, check this out. Look, I gotta win, all right? Because he's a diabetic, so that means he's gonna lose the feet, nigga. He's gonna lose that foot, fat ass nigga. Humpty Chunky, get your fat ass out of here, nigga.
Oh, there's 2 diabetes. They got one corny joke. Get it together. You know what I mean? Come on, what the fuck, man? Thank you for taking time to Herm from being here tonight instead of buying all the weird colors at the outlets.
Hurry up. I'm about to turn my music back on. Hurry up. He tired. Nigga put out a Gatorade. This is
Herm's a bad motherfucker, a gangster. You wrong him. He's my.
That's racist.
What?
My bad. I'm sorry.
You wrong him. He has the potential to pull up and do a drive-by on you, unless he has to transfer to a second bus.
That wasn't good at all. That wasn't good at all.
Say you don't take the bus. I'm from New York. Yeah, I know the bus isn't good around here. You still take it. Come on. You take it? Or you
look like you asked the bus driver to pull to the drive-thru, nigga. What you mean I can't open up my window? Get your fat ass out of here.
And I got the money to do it.
Get your fat ass up, nigga. You look like Captain Underpants if he was
Yo,
ordered
you're the one serving me in the drive-thru. You're the one serving me in the drive-thru. So get the fuck out of here, man.
Which I don't know is it, though. He be praying to saints because this man is actually a Catholic. So that means he prayed to St. Jude's. Oh, my bad. I misspoke. I mean, he prayed on kids at St. Jude's. You a pedophile. You fat. When the microwaves, you wave back. Get your fat ass out of here. Big sweaty, meaty ass nigga. Bye. See you later. To the microwave, fat ass nigga. I'm leaving again. Bye, micro. Get your fat ass up. Mega wave, fat ass nigga.
The Herm looks like a real piece of shit.
Cat.
But he goes to church because he made TikToks about it. He gets it from his mother, kneeling down in front of a big T. Pause. No to Herm.
Dang, that was
Fuck
bad.
you. I wanted to tag it. Fuck
I said,
you.
put my music on. I want y'all to, first off, get your fat, bald ass out of here. This nigga got Alla T eats pizza, nigga. This nigga got gout, first off. Diabetes, if you will. Him having diabetes caused him to have erectile dysfunction. And the only person who's happy about that is his niece. Hell yeah. She prayed he didn't take his insulin while he prayed to take her innocence. Fat as hell, nigga.
Yo, he keeps making these diabetes jokes because he's mad because I'm the only one that deserves the diabetes.
You got diabetes, nigga. That's what you got. You got diabetes. That's what you got. That's what you got, nigga.
Keep it going, everybody.
All right, so that was number 5 this week. Herm representing LA going up against Big T from New York.
Let's not even break it down. Let's just shut our ugly asses up, as Herm would say. Let's just go to number 4.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into the battles we actually watch here in the studio. So number 5 was LA with an assist from New York. How about number 4 is New York with an assist from LA? Head-to-head, back-to-back battles this week, New York versus LA. LA took the first one on our home turf. New York, can they get retribution in the number 4 battle this week? It's a 3-round battle, and it's a lot of fun. It features New York's Irena Chalidze going up against LA's Miranda Meadows. Here it is.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here roasting a wild thornberry. That one. And wild thornberry is also what Miranda calls her clit. So.
Irena's name in Russian means peace, which is short for side piece. So many men have left Irena, it's like her pussy's having a refugee crisis. Yeah, it says you're a slut.
Prop bit, that is pretty cheap, all right? I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to do a prop bit in this...
You fucking bitch!
It's really fucked up, yeah. That's really... I don't know how they do it in LA, but back in New York...
My fucking fingers are fucking blocking it. It says I have AIDS.
Hey, Miranda has AIDS for anybody. And there's nothing
AIDS.
wrong with that. Okay.
See?
My joke? Yeah. So some of you fellas might actually recognize Miranda's voice. Yeah, this is the 12-year-old boy that's been calling you the N-word on Xbox Live. That's this guy, yeah.
Shut up my Xbox.
Yeah, my screen name is Pussy Eater.
Yes.
Irena is thin, but she is not bulimic. She just throws up every time she smells herself.
Have some decorum. All right, young lady, that's not nice. Miranda looks like a dirty mop. That's probably why no one will sweep with you.
broom.
I high five, but I don't know why. I don't know why I did that.
No. Irena's eyebrows are so Russian, they keep trying to expand their borders. Irena looks like she got a cleft pussy lip. Irena looks like she thought Wakanda was a makeup brand. Irena looks like... Can you tell what I'm doing? Irena looks like she rides the New York City bikes to come.
The electric ones.
Irena looks like a Kardashian if her ass was flattened by a Russian drone strike. Irena looks like she makes friends by sliding in their DMs saying, "Want more followers?"
Watch my pussy come? That's me. Okay. That's me. So Miranda's from LA. Boo. We can tell you're from LA because you clearly like to conserve water by not showering.
So dry.
I don't know if Miranda is racist, but it does look like she just took her vacation cornrows out.
That's fucking great.
How was the PR?
Yeah, they're really tight.
That's so funny. I got a couple more. All right, look, okay. Come on, okay. All right, okay. Miranda is from Detroit, which is why she looks like a plate of M&M's thrown up spaghetti. That was cute. Yeah, actually, when she moved from Detroit to LA, she took everything she had with her. So, roaches. Miranda's a lesbian? Boo. Just kidding. Miranda's a lesbian. She looks like she adopted a cat so she could have somebody to blame the hairballs on.
Oh, that's funny.
But she already had a litter box. And by that I mean trash pussy. Thank you. Miranda's so gay, she skateboarded out of her mom's pussy.
Thank you. Irena immigrated here to New York when she was a kid, and when the Statue of Liberty said, "Give me your tired," she didn't mean bitches that skipped breakfast. She's so thin, her waist isn't snatched, it's annexed. Hey, come on.
Yeah. I'm a refugee immigrant, but you're from LA, that's worse.
Facts.
Miranda looks like when she fingers a girl, she goes, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, after this battle, I'm gonna be going home to my girlfriend, and your boyfriend's gonna be going home to his other girlfriend, so. Babe? Irena got angel face and hobbit feet. She got A cups and double D teeth. Bars, bitch.
My teeth big? Is this how I find out? All right, speaking of your girlfriend, Miranda's dating a girl named Riri. That's funny, I could have sworn your girlfriend was the one dating a Riri. She must have been Riri desperate when she met you.
Sweet.
No, it's not nice, it's not nice.
Yeah, I date women, but I wouldn't date you because I date chicks. Okay. Irena is Russian and racist. She hates black people.
Oh my god, okay. That was a really good Russian accent, dude. That is what we sound like. I love black people, first of all. Okay. Miranda Meadows. Miranda Meadows sounds like the name of the asylum where you were conceived. Miranda Meadows. Come here, we're batshit crazy.
And a field it looks like where you're gonna end up. Boom.
Roasted.
Irena looks like Selena Gomez in Only Murders in the Ukraine.
Like I said, Miranda's from LA, so she's a nepotism baby. Her father also sucks.
My dad cuts lawn for a living, and that's why I mow grass now.
He's an angel. No, last joke.
Irena took vocal and pitch classes in high school. It's where she perfected harder.
Give a round of applause. I'm going to start off by saying 13 jokes is a lot. Mm-hmm. I thought it was fun pretty much the whole way through. I thought it ended a little bit light, but even the jokes that didn't really hit, there was a lot of like fun, kind of like whimsy to kind of like skate by on. And there were enough really, really good jokes in there too, to sort of carry it from that end. What'd you think?
I don't know. I mean, we hyped this episode up as being like the best week ever, and then we were kind of like underwhelmed, I think, with that battle. And I've heard big things about this week, and then I saw the list.
Yep.
The top three I'm really excited about.
Yep.
This one I was excited about because Irena I've seen a couple times. Obviously, I know Miranda personally, and she always just tosses jokes. So it's fun to see her process sometimes, and I feel like Miranda just kind of wrote these before the battle. Maybe the third round, especially.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. She just came in underprepared.
I don't disagree with any of that. I personally, it was not in my top 7. I think it fits the criteria I said earlier, where I don't think there was a bad battle this week.
No.
It wasn't a bad battle at all. But to me, I was a little bit surprised to see it ranked as high as 4. Like I said, there were a lot of high highs. I thought Irena had a great performance. I thought she had a bunch of like really, really good jokes. But I didn't feel like it had. I weigh consistency pretty high, and that's what I love about these top 3 battles. They are consistent the entire way through. This one was a little more hit or miss. Not denying the hits, but I think we have to acknowledge the misses as well.
Yeah, it's almost like Irena kind of just like played to her competition, right? Like she could have dominated. I felt like she had some jokes she wanted to, but I think she kind of just played to Miranda's level. Yeah, because I don't think she wanted to look like she was bullying Miranda.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're friends. They actually met, I believe, in Austin last year when Irena was doing the mothership. Miranda came down with one of the LA battlers. They hung out. They went to Barton Springs, all this kind of stuff. They were posted pictures. They're buddies. So Miranda's out there. They're like, oh, let's battle. I just think if it's a casual, hey, I'm in town, let's battle. That's where I would be like, can we do the 5 joke version?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm here for fun, and I'm going to also write 13 jokes is a lot to ask. But that's why I led kind of with that, because I'm like, man, if they just took the best 5 from each of them, it would have been really, really
awesome.
good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it almost reminded me of the Herm and Big T battle, right? Like Herm was kind of dominating a little bit, kind of playing with his food a little bit. T had some big pops, just like Miranda had some big pops in there, maybe 1 or 2. But it was inconsistent on one side as opposed to the other.
Yeah. So LA wins the LA battle, New York wins the New York battle. But either way, the two league leaders help each other gain some points this week. Yeah. As they
Miranda's got an interesting style. Like she always looks like Captain Caveman, but then like going to New York to look like Captain Ron as Captain Caveman with this Avril Lavigne Eminem attitude she always has of like. That's why I love that she's like, when Irena said, Miranda's so gay, she skateboarded out of her mom's pussy. I was just like thinking the Skater Boy song from Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, dude. Some of the fingering the woman while, doing the hang 10 is hilarious.
Irena's strength is she really does nail the essence of somebody when she does those look like jokes. She really can get right down to it. Even when like, I guess for lack of a better term, and I hate to say this because I love Miranda and like her joke writing, but like when she was doing, Irena's making fun of her hack black, impression of a Russian. Even then she rolls into the Russian accent and kind of does it like Miranda, and even like bigging her up, almost like backhanded complimenting her.
Yeah, Irena was quick, off the cuff too. I thought her little like the interludes between jokes were funnier. I thought she was just like she was kind of in control. And for Irena, somebody that kind of gets lost in the shuffle a little bit when we talk about the best from New York, across 2 seasons, that was her 10th win. There's not a lot of people in this thing at all. 1,700 battlers, I think there's less than, 15 that have won double digits. So Irena keeps battling, she keeps winning, she's always entertaining, always fun. And, Miranda put up a fun battle while she was out there as well. But the big three is the big three this week.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And I'm excited to get into it. So let's jump right into the big three. Let's go right across the pond. We're going to go to London for a battle between Manchester and Scotland. You got that? Mm-hmm. It's a wild card battle this week because technically nobody hosted it in their home city, and it's the number 3 battle. It's between Scotland's Ryan Cullen and Manchester's Mecken Roth. Here it is.
Very glad that Ryan could join us tonight, mostly because I've always wondered what it would look like if Gollum got queer-eyed.
Mecken here is a comedian, but to cover her bills, she also does reception work at Monsters, Inc. Yeah, Mecken looks like a Just Stop Oil protester, but her only issue with oil is she can't stop deep fat frying her fingers in it.
Ryan, what wasting disease do you have and where can I catch it? You look like every man that's ever tried to pay me to sit on them.
Oh, God. Mecken has a dead alcoholic father. It was more of an explosion than a cremation. He was bipolar too, he had his ups and downs. His ups include when he first set eyes on his beautiful wife, and downs when the doctor diagnosed Mecken with it.
Take time from your busy schedule helping Tom Cruise solve pre-crimes. If you don't know, that's from the movie Minority Report. We're a bunch of pale, bald weirdos see the future. Minority Report, incidentally, is also what Ryan calls the detailed journals he keeps of his serial hate crimes.
Mecken looks like she sucks her own toes when she masturbates. Now, I'm not going to shame Mecken here for sleeping with other people working in the entertainment industry. I mean, how many people here can say they fucked Kermit the Frog?
It's really more of a fisting.
It's a good puppet joke. Fast on her feet.
Ryan actually just discovered that he has a tumor growing in his jaw. Yeah. How much do you regret all the times you closed your eyes, blew out your birthday candles, and wished for just a little growth?
Mecken's pronouns are miscarriage. The timely passing of Mecken's father isn't the only thing that's torn the heart out of her family. The only time Mecken and her mother have met eye to eye was in a toilet cubicle when they both went to suck.
And ended
up kissing, like a little like a cute, me cute. Yeah, I like that. Ryan's a man of many mysteries. Like, who stole all your blood? I'm trying to figure out like what's up. You can't. You've got asthma. You can't breathe. You can't drive. You can't see. You can't grow hair. You can't like. You're decrepit. I think I've figured. My prevailing theory is that Ryan was actually born an old man, and he's just slowly Benjamin Buttoning into a late stage abortion.
Yeah, speaking of cancer, Megan plays the ukulele in her set. As we all know, musical comedies when you aren't good at like actual comedy. One thing that surprises me about you doing musical comedy though, Megan, does the audience not get confused the show's over when you start singing?
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. That's a great battle there. Great punches on both sides. Two of the best, not just international battlers, but battlers in general. For Ryan Cullen, his 10th appearance on the podcast across 2 seasons. Only Shalaka Kurup has done that. He's just one of those guys who never misses. And Meccan sort of coming out of nowhere and leading this charge for Manchester. She's been their best, most consistent battler. She's now the champion over there.
Makes sense.
An Icelandic woman in Manchester. There's so much to sort of unpack here. And before we get to any of it, I have to give a shout out to London. London, by submitting this battle, they don't get any points. I mean, they got to submit one of their own as well, but this was a wild card battle. There were no Londoners in it. They helped Manchester, their rivals, the ones they're trying to catch, pick up some points this week. So,
nice.
You know, and they did it for the good of the league, and I respect that. I asked them to do it, but they could have been like, oh, I don't know, mate, the file went missing or something.
Right, but I mean, like this, by the time this airs, like that clip, the clip from that battle will have gone viral on the Roast Battle Instagram page.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So like 1 million views or something. So like I had seen a little bit of this battle, so I was excited to see all of it. And man, Pat, you guys weren't lying. This top 3 is gonna be crazy. If that's number 3, can't wait for 2 and 1. Obviously, I've heard about what's number 1, but I was excited to see this battle in particular. And there were some jokes in there and some angles in there that I would have never thought of.
Yeah,
and some battlers I think I know who are like some of the best at this of all time. Your Mike Lawrences, your Tobys, your Hughes, Keith Carey's, Pages, Sarah Keller's, Kim Congdon's that wouldn't have had the angles that those two had, and a lot of those just classic roast style jokes, right? I mean, the Kermit fisting as fast as she said that. Yeah. The fat lady sings joke to end it. I mean,
unreal.
Oh my God, the tumor. I mean, just so many great dark jokes. I am terrified of Mecca Roth.
She's really good.
I mean, wow,
really good.
Came out of nowhere this season. Like she's already an all timer, and Ryan just consistent as ever. I mean, is there anybody who's a top 5 in the world right now? It's got to be Ryan Cullen. Over 2 seasons, and we obviously didn't meet him till last year, maybe a year before that. But that guy, he write a hell of a fucking joke.
Yeah, and he's just one of these guys. It's like Shalaka, where it's like I battle every month. It's always good. I win way more than I lose. I'm very entertained. Like it's crazy the level of consistency that they have every single battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like anyone who's done it a lot will tell you, like, you know, you have one where like, oh, the crowd, I wasn't vibing with the crowd, or oh, I got busy, I didn't have time to like write for this one like I normally do, or there's always a bad one in there and a reason for it, except with Ryan and Shalaka and Meccan too,
Meccan too, and James. I mean, James Regal's in there too now. Yeah. So it's like, wow, yeah, Meccan Roth. I'm blown away by that battle. There were some angles and some jokes in there. I think maybe the crowd didn't understand, but I think PhDs in joke writing and just like being around stand up for fucking over 15 years, you're just like, wow, dude, you guys are like. Those are some depths in there that I think that some joke writers watching this show will be like, fuck.
Great.
Internationally, these guys are knocking that shit out.
When you talk about depth too, like just like the little things, like how joyful Meccan was in pointing out Ryan's tumor. Little things like that. Like anybody could be like, Ryan recently got a tumor. the fact that she like laughed and she was like, show the crowd, and was like really like, look at this fucking dumbass with a tumor.
Whenever you're wasting diseases, get on TV.
Oh,
Who
dude.
books that? Who books you wasting disease?
So good, and he hit the Monsters Inc. thing like right off the bat, but she kept like she was fighting like punch for punch the entire way. One of those battles where there just is no loser.
Man.
In fact, Ryan got the decision, and it's Meccan's only loss of the season.
Oh, I was like, oh wow.
To speak
she took
to
an L?
Yeah.
That could have went overtime, but
It
that
definitely could have.
That Fat Lady Sings joke is really. I mean, she had two of them though. I think that they're probably as good as that one, but that's a devastating ass
And
joke.
that's probably, when it's that close and you close on the bigger hit, that's what people remember.
Absolutely.
So I see why he got the win, but in its entirety, that was neck and neck, and they're both incredible. And Meccan Rolfe is somebody we're gonna have to start thinking about. We've had conversations like, is she the Rookie of the Year? Is she this? Is she that? She might be representing Manchester at the World Championships.
Let's go.
There's 9 weeks left.
Yeah.
And if Manchester holds on to this thing, I think she has the clearest case for MVP of that city. We could be seeing a lot more of her with the world title on the line.
Yeah, dude, the Viking.
Yeah.
Meccan Rolfe, the Viking. Jesus.
The Icelandic terror herself. Well, let's keep it going right now. You saw number 3. Most weeks that's number 1 pretty easily. This week it's number 3. So we're going to get into the top 2, and these 2 battles are both incredible and completely different. Every way a battle could be different, they are, but they're both amazing for what they are. So without further ado, we're going to get into the number 2 battle this week. It comes to us from Austin, and it has a guy that we've seen a lot of on the podcast versus a guy I haven't seen in quite a while. So I'm excited to see him again. It's Mike Eaton taking on Michael Ridley. Here it is.
Hey, Mike, you look like the mayor of a town where everything's made of food.
Welcome to Glizzyville. Go ahead, eat your chair. It's made out of a waffle cone.
Nah, man, I'm the mayor of OB City, dude. Hey, you guys are dumb. That's
It
crazy.
took me just as long. Obesity.
It's a great honor to be roasting the dragon from Mulan. This is very fun. It's exciting because Michael's mustache is actually written in Morse code.
We're gonna make fun of faces?
I have so much more.
Yeah, you guys might be wondering why Mike's cheeks are so red, and that's because he rode in the sidecar of a motorcycle to get here tonight. How do you have resting, I was just wearing goggles face?
Thank you, Cracky Chan. Michael's mom is dead. She's very dead. She's very dead. She's also very Asian. On her deathbed, her last words to Michael were, "Me love you long time."
No, why would you even bring her up? Mike's wife, Mike is divorced. What a dumbass. Yeah, Mike's ex-wife left him because he kept putting Cheeto fingers in her pussy. Ain't nobody want no cheesy pussy, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody.
Her loss, that shit feels good. Michael used to have a terrible cocaine problem. He did. He did a bunch of cocaine. He actually started as a child because it helped him build iPhones faster.
You fucking fat red fuck. Mike, you obese woman.
Oh my God.
Mike looks like he's always on a diet that he made up himself.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just supposed to eat mayo for 30 days. That's it. Just 30 days straight. I've lost 5 pounds. It's all diarrhea. I don't know why. I've just had diarrhea.
You eat mayo, you fat fuck.
I'm like 90% sure you're the lead singer of Brink 182. All the dumplings.
Yeah, you're a pussy because I would have said Chink 182.
All the
Small things.
Well, if I get to say it, I didn't realize you guys were gonna be cool about it. Oh fuck. Michael does look like a hibachi chef, but before he makes the onion volcano, he takes the smallest onion and goes, "It you!"
Jesus Christ. That's gay. I read Mike's last will and testament, and when he dies, he wants his corpse laid out on a giant Klondike bar. And we're gonna push it out into the Arctic Ocean. And then at that point, his body will be eaten by the Coca-Cola polar bears. A little circle of life, if you will. This guy drinks a lot of soda. You red fat dyke.
It's so wild. Michael just recently bought a Mazda Miata, which fucking faggot. But the best part is he painted it orange and put a Confederate flag on the roof. He's calling it the General So.
Give it up to these motherfuckers. That's our main event of the night, guys. Let them hear it.
There's a little bit more here.
Holy shit. We'll get to it. We're gonna. You just want to go straight to overtime?
Hey, that's why I'm 1-8.
We want to go straight to overtime, everybody. One more joke. Fuck it. We're going to one more joke. Here we go, everybody. Make some noise for both these guys. Main event of the night. Let's get this shit going. All right. Mike, you get to go first this time. Here we go. Final joke of the night.
Michael looks like something that Republicans made to scare suburban voters. Make him Asian and Mexican, but he dresses black. And he talks just like you. It's a Voltron of minorities. It's perfect.
You got some red ass cheeks, boy. Why the fuck? Why you got a baby's ass where your face is?
Is that why you want to fuck it so bad?
Why your cheeks so red? I could just eat you up. Might take a couple weeks, but I might just eat.
I feel like you're about to sell exotic teas out of a trench coat. I've got oolong and oo short.
Hey, Mike, if you're here, who's putting a girl that's way too drunk in their car?
I'm honestly just surprised your hand's healed from trying to do gang signs in Chinese. He broke every finger. How do you do blood?
This is the gang sign you throw up. It's a dick in a man's ass.
There we go. That's awesome.
You were like, yo, what up, cuz? You down with HIV? Yeah, you know me.
Number 2 battle, very different from number 3. I loved it. I think for the kind of chaos that you get out of Austin, this is like the peak level of that. It was all very fun. Yes, there were, as you always say, the buzzwords. They were throwing those out there for sure. But I thought the battle just, excelled in terms of energy, in terms of fun. Everybody was having a great time. And there were some really, really good, written jokes in there too. I thought Mike had a couple of home runs in there, and Ridley was just owning everything and going with it. The Brink 182 like rebuttal, when your opponent owns it that hard, it's really hard to have your joke hit the way you want it to. But those guys, I thought it was great. What'd you think?
It was great. I mean, I've been hearing a lot about that since we were out at Austin. They were talking about that battle in particular, saying it was a Hall of Famer. It was a 5-micer. It's a classic. You guys got to see it. And I'm glad we saw it because it was a lot of fun. That's almost what I wanted to Herm and Big T to be. Just fun back and forth. They both had hitters every time, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
they're friends, so obviously you can see that. But man, Mike Eaton's been on a tear.
Yeah.
Like he's just everything he says almost is just bam. And Ridley, there was so many styles he was coming with just from a stand-up perspective. He had like character work at some point. He's doing impressions, right?
Yeah.
Obviously he's doing setup punch. He's doing crowd work at some point. He was just having a fucking blast up there. And you always want to see that. But he had the jokes to represent it. So did Mike. Back and forth, volleying. It just felt like a classic Wimbledon match between like two really good tennis players.
Ridley referenced at one point during the battle his 1-8 record. He is statistically one of the worst battlers in the world, but always just really entertaining and kind of embodies the spirit of like what this should be. I mean, it's weird to like push it as, you know, a league and be like the records matter and MVP and all this. But I think there's also a space to recognize guys like Michael Ridley, guys like Dakota Fry, guys who like their record you would look at and be like, oh, Big T's another example of that. You know what I mean? Guys who might not have the best record, but it's like, man, if I'm paying for a ticket, I'm going to be entertained watching these guys.
Right. The Digits, the Big T's, the Herms.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, man, Michael Ridley. That was a funny thing when Mike said, he's this Voltron of like weird minority stuff. And then he was like, he dresses black. And I'm like, no, he dresses like Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah.
I mean, like Michael Ridley's like a wigger.
Yeah, for sure. He acts black more than he dresses black.
Right.
Yeah,
or like not even like acts black. It's like he's like a white guy trying to act black.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's an Asian guy acting like a white guy acting like a black guy.
Right.
Like a turducken of...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Twigger.
You say a twigger?
I said Twigger. Yeah, CHWIGGER.
Twigger. I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, that's a real...
Yeah. Hey, deal with that, YouTube. It's a new slur. Twigger.
The fucking algorithm. The AI is going to like self-destruct. It's going to be like, I wasn't programmed for Twigger. Don't know how to handle that. Yeah, leave it to Austin to invent new types of racism.
Yes, thank you guys for that one.
Yeah, appreciate the assist. But great battle. Mike Eaton is a guy who, you know, I think all season it's kind of been assumed Heather Keith would be the MVP from Austin because she won the Netflix tournament and dominated while she was doing it. But then she's kind of like taking a step back. Mike Eaton has quietly put up quite the case for himself. He's been on RBL Weekly, I think 4 times this season.
Especially the past like couple weeks.
Yeah, he's been on a roll recently, and he's clearly having a bunch of fun up there, and good to see Ridley back.
Oh yeah.
You know, hopefully we're doing 3 shows at the mothership within 7 days coming up. September 30th, 1 show. October 6th, we're doing 2 shows. So hopefully we see those guys in the mix.
Yeah.
September 30th is booked, but October 6th, we got to get a couple Austin guys. I hope they're part of it.
Yeah, Mike Eaton and Jay Light, future Hall of Famer, started Roast Battle DFW with Big Laugh.
Yeah.
In that whole Dallas-Fort Worth area. They said it was cool, and they're excited to hopefully get that scene going.
Yeah. And then next year is going to be crazy.
This minority, I'm sorry, minor league. Wow, guys. Wow, Austin. Sorry. Minor league, not minor. It's not the Negro Leagues of Roast Battle. Sorry, man. Jesus. Austin, look what you do to me. Can't take any accountability. That was you guys, not me.
Who would be is Herm the Jackie Robinson? Cracky Robinson?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's move on before I fucking say some shit that gets me in trouble. I got a family to think about. I can't be fucking around like the rest of these comedians, the dirtbags. Let's get to the number 1 battle this week, and a very deserving number 1 for the week. Maybe the number 1 for the year. I've hyped it up. I hyped it up last week. I told you it was incredible. I thought maybe I had started to overrate it. I was happy to see the ranking committee completely agreed. It's a classic. And it features the best to ever do it in the league. Shalaka Kurup at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival on the road going up against her main competition, I think, at this point for league MVP.
Wow.
Jack Traynor from Scotland. It's, let's just get into it, man. It's fucking great. It's number 1. Here it is.
Gosh, am I glad we're doing this when racial tensions are at an all-time low.
Regional joke.
We look like 2 generations of Velma from Scooby-Doo. Like, I'm the old original one and she's the new one that annoys all the racists on Twitter. Usually I get the train into gigs, but I phoned an Uber this time so I could get some dirt on Shalaka from her uncle.
You know, we do look alike. You look like my parents tried to abort me and then raise the remains. Anyway, this autistic nonce is Jack Trainer. Jack looks like he says, "Avengers assemble!" before he has a threesome with his siblings.
It's funny that you mention abortions. Shalaka's parents were going to abort her, but they weren't allowed to because cows are seen as sacred in India. And you... I might not gig after this. You can tell Shalaka was an accident because she looks like she was conceived via a near-fatal tuk-tuk accident.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Thank you, Chucky's first transition. Jack, you look like your face is a disguise.
I'm really glad Shalaka could make it here tonight. She's really bounced back after getting racially abused by Jade Goody in Big Brother 2007.
Such an old reference.
Right? You mentioned me having autism earlier. Shalaka has a PhD in trains. Wait for it. To you, that might sound impressive, but to me, that sounds like a very expensive and time-consuming autism diagnosis. Sometimes you get autism, sometimes the autism chooses you.
Let's go, yeah!
The best autism train joke ever.
Shalaka's bisexual, so that means Shalaka dick and a pussy.
It's so rich making autism jokes when you don't like when your food's touched, but apparently it's okay when your eyebrows do it. Anyway, this is rumpled foreskin. Jack looks like he was assembled from the body parts found at the NASCAR bombing. Jack looks like a non-binary squirrel. Can he find my nuts?
Shalaka's boyfriend's from Sheffield, proving that a drunk Englishman will eat out from any Indian regardless of the hygiene rating.
I know, right?
He also told me that Shalaka's so Indian she initiates sex by unzipping his fly and playing a woodwind instrument till his cock comes out like a king cobra.
The act out there.
This is Jack Trainer, an ironic name for a man that needs assistance to tie his shoelaces. Jack says he's riddled with learning difficulties, but I'd say learning difficulties are riddled with Jack. He actually got a scholarship to go to university, which is what people from Cumbernauld get when they can both read and write.
Thank you, Bob's Burger looking ass. You look like Bob's Burgers if there was a Bollywood remake called Bajit's Biryanis. I thought the tragedy in Southport was the most disgusting thing that has happened in a dance class till I found out Shalaka done pole fitness. We had a good run.
Anyway, this inbred mollusk is Jack. Jack looks like that kid who used to eat his own boogers in the hopes of finding more cocaine. Jack does mushrooms, which is what he calls picking and eating anything that's growing under his foreskin.
So there it is. Much hyped. I think it delivered just insane jokes, even the ones that I didn't get because of like local references. You could tell based on the crowd reaction, they were all good. The 1-2 punch back to back of Autism Choo Choo Chooses You and Shalaka the Dick and the Pussy. Right. My favorite reaction I can ever have to a battle is when I watch it and somebody does a joke where I just audibly go, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yes.
It's like, it's me saying like, how did you pull that off? Because on paper I would be like, don't say that. Are you crazy? That's never going to work. So good.
He was throwing that around with his buddies, his lads, as they say over there. He must have been. They were just like, "Oh, she like the dick in the pussy."
I don't know how you write that joke, but I'm glad he did. Haymakers all around. Jack Trainer is so fucking fun. Maybe embodies like the ultimate roast battler as much as anybody now. We always said this about like Keith Carey and stuff like that, where it's like you're a big target, you're always fun, your jokes are incredible. Like he is that guy, man. He's just great. And of course, I've run out of superlatives for Shalaka. I don't even know what else to say at this point.
She wrote about this online, saying this was her toughest battle to date, and she was right because he matched her joke writing, he matched her energy. They kind of absorbed each other. Like, honestly, I don't know who won that battle. It doesn't really matter. It's arbitrary.
Draw.
But really?
One of the only draws of the entire season. It was called a draw. Which, when it was originally relayed to me by Ryan Cullen, who runs Roast Battle Scotland, where the battle took place, he said, before I even watched it, he said it was called a draw, which normally I hate, but I get it. And I get it too. I don't,
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't know who won that. I mean, if that was all the jokes, that was a draw.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Jack Trainer obviously has got both of our respect, but he's taken this season by storm. Welcome to the league. Welcome to the club, man. You're amazing. You went against the best to do it since the league has been established. And she was right. She battled her toughest opponent, and Jack Trainer is somebody to fucking reckon with, man.
Dude, to me, these are at this point the top two for MVP. I had Sorich up top for a long time, but what they have done recently, Jack Trainer leading the way for Scotland, a city that is very clearly going to be a playoff city again. And then Shalaka just sort of heroically throwing London on her back and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get us to the promised land." If she does, I mean, it's impossible to argue against her. She's undefeated this season, 6 wins, only the 1 tie. Otherwise, no losses, 26 RBL points. Like the resume is just, and to do it 2 years in a row is like is crazy.
She's Allen Iverson. She's just like she's just this tiny person, just putting them on her back and just scoring points.
Yep.
Just winning games, scoring points.
Yep.
MVP probably again. I mean, you're right. There isn't enough to say about her, but obviously, and she, I feel like she brings her competition she plays against always rises to her occasion. Obviously, she's got the target on her back, but they always seem to bring it.
Yeah.
She's not just dominating these guys anymore. Like they've caught up a little bit. The Luke Halls, the Jack Trainers, the Meckins, the Ryan Cullens, even from last year.
Yeah.
Like you could see there was a little bit of leveling up when it came to Ryan and Shalak, and I feel like he's closed that gap now.
Yeah, absolutely. And while she keeps getting better at the same time.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy on Instagram, Jack left some sort of comment on one of the clips of this battle and said, "It's so fun, we should do it again sometime." They might have to do it again sooner than they think. If London pulls it off and wins the International East, I think you're looking at this is a playoff matchup.
Okay.
I think we're gonna the draw was the draw because we're gonna have to decide a winner if London and Scotland again are the 2 playoff cities. I think you could be seeing the rematch sooner rather than later. So Outstanding stuff. Congratulations to both of them. Let's take a look at the standings because this was a very confusing week. There were 7 battles. One of them was a wild card. 5 of them, of the 7, had different cities featured in it. So let's just look at it. We'll start on the international side of things. Scotland picks up 7 for the number 1 battle. They also split 5 for the wild card battle. They are running away with the West. It's not close. And then the East is where things are really interesting. London helps Manchester get 2.5 points for the wild card. London goes out, picks up 3.5 for their part in the number 1 battle. They are now within 8. They were 9 back last week. They are 8 back this week with 9 weeks to play.
Here we go, Pat. We said this.
Yep.
It's happening. Sorry, Tokyo. We'll see you later. Thanks for the Rose Festival coming up in a couple weeks, but
Tokyo's going to put points on the board with the Rose Fest.
You think so?
I'm calling it right now. Yeah, they got.
You're going to help too over there.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're not out of it yet, but Manchester and London, it's going to come down to this. I got an email from Michael Mannion, who co-runs Manchester, and it was titled "Squeaky Bum Time," which I had never heard of. He explained it's when it's late in the game and you're starting to get nervous. You know what I mean? And he sent a link to the dictionary. It's in the dictionary out there, which is wild. So anytime you're nervous late in the game, squeaky bum time. Feel free to use that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Your loss.
No.
That's part of my everyday vocabulary now. But the point is, their bums are getting squeaky. They're feeling the pressure. London is right on their heels. It's going to be a great finish.
Yeah.
We'll jump over to the American side of things now. And LA and New York, both kind of in that 4 and 5 spot, both trading some bonus points with each other, both maintaining their leads in their division. Austin picks up 6 points for the number 2 battle. It would be cool to see them make a run at the Bay Area for that number 2 spot in the West before the season ends. Chicago and Cleveland each picking up 1. And then shout out to our graphics guy, Cullen, for replacing Atlanta with the numbers 119. Not sure how that happened, but...
it's called disrespect.
It's called disrespect.
Yeah.
Atlanta's so bad, they've been replaced by just a random series of numbers.
By the points that New York currently has, that's what you're replaced by.
You're right, that's what he did. That's what he did. That's incredible. Yeah. By the way, Cullen's a superstar. I only bring him up when I'm like ragging on him, which sucks because he kills it, dude.
Oh, dude. This offseason he's got planned. Stay tuned. This thing only gets better. This podcast. Obviously, this mad dash at the end of the season. These next 2 months are gonna be crazy. But this offseason, our producer Cullen has some great things in store.
Yeah, and he can do it all because I'm kicking my feet up and going on vacation. I can't wait to get away from this thing. But yeah, shout out to Cullen, who has been amazing. But the 119 is very funny for Atlanta of all places. Is perfect. Yeah, those are the standings. That's where we're at. We got 9 weeks left. LA's looking good. New York's looking good. Scotland's looking good. And International East is still wide open.
Ooh, wide open. Let's go, Tokyo. Rose Fest coming in a couple weeks.
Rose Fest coming in a couple weeks. If you are in Japan, anywhere in Japan, I don't care how fucking far you are from Tokyo, you jump on a train, you get in a car, you rickshaws, they still do it? Yeah. You do whatever you got to do to make it to the Tokyo Roast Fest. 3 nights of great roast battles, September 13th, 14th, and 15th. There's going to be battles. There's going to be writing seminars. There's going to be stand-up. There's going to be podcasts. It's going to be great. Yeah, that's all I have for this week. In my mind, this was the best week of the season in terms of battles. I hope you guys felt the same way. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments, what did we get right? What did we get wrong? What should have been higher? What should have been lower? And head on over to the Patreon if you're a member to check out all the remaining battles because it truly was a great week top to bottom. I got nothing else. You?
Buy some merch. Let's roast!